Hi, my name is Ria Thakkar. I have cleared PCE and NPTE in my first attempt with help of StudyBuddy. StudyBuddy Mentors 3 has helped me so much that I could clear my NPTE in my first attempt. So I completed my bachelor's in 2017 from India, from SNDT University. And then I moved to Canada to pursue further education. After completing my education, I gave my PCE exam, which is competency exam for physiotherapists in Canada in 2020. I chose StudyBuddy at that time, and with the help of StudyBuddy mentors, I was able to clear my PCE in my first attempt. After getting license and registration in Canada, I got married and I moved to US in 2024. It was a gap of 4 years and I had to start studying again, but I had no doubt in my mind from where should I start studying. I contacted Ankit Shahishar, and with his help I started and I joined StudyBuddy course again. It took me for about 6 months to prepare again. I followed lectures again. I didn't have to make my own notes because I had followed his advice, and I just referred my old notes from PCE, which was very helpful. And it didn't take much time for me to study because I was working and I already had my notes with me, so I didn't have to make my notes from the beginning itself. And then I gave my NPTE in July 2024. Then I was able to finish up the lectures and start preparing and solving the question. But the things that helped me the most in my preparation was recalling stuff, which was the key in my PCE preparation as well. That flashcard is one thing that I could swear by. In PCE, I use a flashcard. In NPTE also, I made my own flashcards and I revised them regularly because I felt that just revising and studying same material again and again wasn't helping me much. So recalling without seeing the material was something that helped me a lot. Second, solving question was something that was one thing that kind of builds habit and train you how to look at the question, how to eliminate the options, what are the keywords. So more the practice you do, more experience you get, and it just becomes your nature to solve question in such a way. And the third thing that helped me the most was picturizing and imagining things. Like if the question talk about something, I would literally imagine that the patient is in front of me and the movement that is happening. I would also imagine the movement in biomechanical way, which also helped me to solve many of the questions. So I feel that these three things are the most valuable tips I would offer to anyone who is also trying to attempt NPTE. And the third, in my preparation journey, I had clear idea because I had some experience from PCE. So I was very much aware what I needed to do. But the only question and the difficulty that I always had was I was always confused between two options. Like I would choose the right answer, but I wasn't able to explain why I chose that answer and why I eliminated the other option. During our mentorship with Shri, that's the problem that she figured out, and she trained me and explained how to tackle that problem. In her mentorship, she would we would always have plenty of questions to practice, and after our answer, she would ask why we chose that answer and what was the reason to eliminate the other options. So that's how I started spending more time to become more confident in my answers. So I was very confident during the exam that if I'm choosing one option, this should be the right answer for the question. So Ankit sir, he was there to help me. There were few topics I kept repetitively getting wrong on them, and he advised me that okay, you know the basic, but you need to get more idea about and more in-depth knowledge about those topics. So I started to refer more books. So and even Purvi ma'am and Pooja ma'am, during last days of exam, I would be solving question, and I started having many questions. What if the question was asked in other way? What if NPTE asked the question around this topic, and I contacted them through text message, and they were there to help me. I would almost get a reply from them within a day. So that was very helpful, that whenever I had any difficulty, I had the resources from StudyBuddy who helped me to manage those difficulties. Also, I would like everyone who is going for NPTE to know that there are questions on NPTE which are unmarked. So you might see some questions on your test which are completely new for you. You won't have any idea about it. And we had many questions like that. So during exam, I was told by my mentors that you would see similar kind of questions, so don't panic. But just be confident, move on to the next one. That's what I did. Like even during exam, I kept my calm and I stayed confident throughout the exam. But after exam, I was literally panicking that what was that? Like how I never studied those questions. But I managed to score 764 out of 800. So I just want other people to know that it is very important to maintain that calm composure during the exam so that you can tackle those extremely weird questions that are on NPTE. So those who don't know what unscored questions are, on NPTE test, they randomly distribute 40 to 45 questions which are unscored, and they use those questions for statistical reasoning. Those questions can be difficult and can throw some people off their confidence. Luckily, Shri, my mentor, she already told me about such kind of question before the exam. So I was expecting some of the questions that would look very different or that would be much difficult. So due to her guidance, I was able to tackle those questions more confidently and keep my calm. So that is something that anyone who is going for NPTE should also keep in mind, that those unscored questions are not scored. So it's better to not panic and just be confident throughout your exam. And I am very grateful and thankful to whole StudyBuddy team to help me in my journey for PCE as in NPTE. And I would wish all the best to everyone who is going for NPTE.